Hey, how you doing today? It is me, Captain Energy, and today I've got some tips for you to make your music making sessions with Reason more productive. If you'd like to learn how to make more music in less time, stick around and hang out with me while I give you a few tips. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Anyway, so here we are in Reason, and today I'm going to tell you one of the biggest problems I think most of us have. We install plugins and you don't know what plugin it is. You get these basic boxes that don't tell you anything, right? What's Chroma look like? CR78? No idea. They're just there, right? So what you got to do is you go in and you grab these and drop them into Reason, and then we get this. Another gray box, but this gray box at least is, something. Let's click that, and now that's going to open up the actual VST. In many cases, the VSTs are huge and take up a lot of your screen. Let's shrink this down so we can make this a little more manageable. All right, there we are. And there we are. What I can do now is I just go to this VST and click this camera. That's going to take a picture of the VST and add it to the image right here. Now, if I close this, right? All right, now we can see this. I can reopen it to edit it or whatever, and then use it just like I would any other VST. But now at least I can tell what it is right here. If I exit, right now I'm using instruments, if I exit the instruments menu and then come back in, you'll see that now this has the image here. This alone will save you so much time, because you'll be thinking, oh, I want to use that, that blue organ. I know that it looked like this. And where the heck is that thing? I don't know where it is, because all you see in your screen is these gray boxes. So if you go through and just take some pictures of these images like I'm doing right now, grab the little camera, hit the little camera, boom, now every time I go in here, from here on, that image will be there, and I'll be able to reference that in my mind and be able to find the instruments I want, as well as the effects that I want to use, and that will save me a ton of time. Second, if you are a person like me who creates kind of the same types of tracks over and over again, my favorite kinds of music are like 90s trance and Euro, that type of music, One thing you can do to save yourself a bunch of time is create a template. Because right now, as it is, you come in here and there are no instruments loaded. Nothing is set up at all. So what I could do is I could say, for example, I'm going to use, every time I work, I like to use this Kong drum kit. And I usually go for one of the club type kits. I'll go over here because for some reason they have some little bug. I think I'll have to mention that to Reason Studios. Just noticed that if the list exceeds the screen, you can't necessarily scroll up and down it. You used to be able to, but we'll go through browse and go this way. Let's see here. All right, so we'll grab and we'll go with I like this kit right here, the heavy hitter kit. Okay, and we'll go through, and now I'll add my other instruments that I would use on a regular basis. I almost always have a couple sub-factories in here, okay, or subtractors rather. Sorry, sub-factory. Yes, I use these for my subs. I use them for a lot of different instruments all the time. Let's see. I use lately, one of the synths that I've been using is this guy right here, the Jupe 8000 from Arturia, which I'm so excited they released this synthesizer, because this thing is amazing. If you'd like to find out more about the synthesizer, let me know, because I'd be happy to dive into it a little bit. Anyway, once we're done here, and I've brought in all the synthesizers I would normally use, and I would bring in my, maybe I'll throw in a few audio tracks, whatever, I could go up here and we'll just go ahead and we're going to export or save this as a, I'm going to save this as a document. I'm going to call it template right here. Boom. And we go right here, this template folder, show template folder, right here under file. And in here, we have some different song starter type templates that they've included. And I can bring my file in here, copy this, and now we're going to go to the template folder, file, new, take me to the template folder, and now we'll paste this right in here. And now if I go over here and I hit file new from template, you'll see my template file right here. So I can easily bring in another file or create another file with kind of a base set of rules that I like to follow when I create a song. This is very helpful if you're using, again, if you're doing like typical type projects. Maybe in some cases you want a bunch of audio tracks because you're recording your band live and you just need 2 synthesizer tracks or whatever for piano and maybe strings or something, and the rest are all going to be live guitar and drums that you're miking up. You can build that template and have it there to use and reuse and abuse for the future. So that will save you a ton of time, you know, in the long run, because now you'll have a basic template. And the other thing is you can grow this template as well. I can take this template and say, okay, I want to add another synth to it type thing, right? So throw in a synth in here. Maybe I want to throw in, I don't know, maybe loop playback. We're going to throw in some Dr. Octarex, right? And now we'll take this, save as. Let's see, this is the template folder right here. Copy this. And we can just go to that folder. And in here I can just say template 2. Whatever. I can call it whatever I want it to be, but I'm just calling it template and template 2 so I can remember to delete these. These are just samples. All right, file new from template, template 2. And there we go. Everything I needed from the first part of how to set up a template is right there. One other thing you can do is I can go into preferences and go to general, and I can actually choose one of the templates that I have here as my default template. So if I go ahead and choose template 2, and now let's exit, close preferences, and now I go up here and I hit file new, every time I come in I'll have that basic setup that I made. And that will save me a ton of time. Now, not only are my instruments labeled and showing up properly, not only do I not have to build my template because it already exists and I can just import it and go from that, but I start up a new project and the template's immediately loaded. That's awesome. So these are just some quick little tips that I have to get you started moving a little faster. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'd be happy to try and answer them for you. And if you would like to see anything else in this this type of vein, any kind of other tricks, I would love to share more with you. Or if you've got some tricks you want to share with me, I would love to know what you do to save time in production in Reason, or if you're using Cubase. A lot of these types of tricks are not specific to a DAW. So if there's something else you like to do, let me know. I would love to be able to get some more tips and tricks from other people and share them with everybody else, because that's just, you know, the way it is. I feel like we can all help each other. Why keep this stuff to ourselves and not pass it around? We can make everybody's life a little bit better. Anyway, I look forward to talking to you all in the next video. If you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, be safe, and happy music making. Bye for now.